LookCatchu here, and how was your week? Sounds excellent. My week was horrible. But let's not get into that. Today we'll be making Shakshuka, which is a breakfast dish popular in North Africa and the Middle East. Yeah. It can also be referred to by their Italian cousin, eggs in hell or purgatory. And the word shakshuka basically translates to all mixed up. All you gotta do is toss in those eggs into a fiery hot tomato sauce. And you know, no biggie, doesn't need to look perfect as long as it's delicious. And the flavor, a little spicy, a little tangy, that's, so good. So stick around till the end and we can eat it together. Now let's get shakshukaing. Shakshuka, 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 shakshuka. Every day I wake up, meditate, and I just can't wait to peel and dice a bunch of garlic. But seriously, why must garlic be so tasty but a pain to prepare? But to be honest, I usually use pre-peeled garlic. I like my garlic evenly distributed as I take my shakshuka bite. So make sure to dice them finely. And I haven't let out a good cry in a while, so I think half an onion will do the trick. Oh, and take your time finely dicing them, but sometimes I pretend I'm a contestant on Hell's Kitchen and I try to dice them super fast so Gordon Ramsay won't yell at me. Oh, and you thought we were done chopping? No, here's a red bell pepper. I like using red bell pepper as I like the sweetness, and in terms of aesthetic, the red pepper and tomato sauce will blend well together, and you'll be able to trick your picky kids into eating more vegetables. Like, oh, mother, thank you for the lovely spaghetti sauce. Chomp. Ah, I ate a red bell pepper. Grab a saucepan. Saute pan. I don't know why I have an accent, but anyways, it preferably has a pretty deep depth. I've seen other people use cast iron pans. However, if you make shakshuka with a cast iron pan, the seasoning on the cast iron will erode if you use tomato sauce, because tomato sauce is acidic. So to prevent that from occurring, the safest bet is to use a different saute pan. Glug in lots of olive oil on medium heat and toss in your onions and red bell pepper. Saute them for a few minutes until the onions are translucent like a jellyfish swimming in an ocean of olive oil. Quickly add in your garlic. And now's the perfect time to sprinkle in some seasonings of your choice. I'm adding in paprika, some cumin, and since I like my shakshuka to kick back, I'll add in some cayenne pepper. But be careful because a little goes a long way. Then we're gonna do a little mixy mix. If you could only smell the aromas brewing in this pan right now. The garlic and spices have exponentially gotten more fragrant because we fried it in the now onion and bell pepper infused oil. To prevent everything from burning, now's the perfect time to add in a can of whole tomatoes. And out of all canned tomatoes, the whole ones have the most elite flavor. But to save some time, you could also use a can of diced tomatoes. Hulk smash them with a nice solid wood spoon. This help gets them into more manageable bite-sized pieces and gives you more varied textures in every shakshuka bite you take. Sprinkle in some salt and crack in some black pepper. And it's best to taste it along the way and add more if necessary. We need to let this spicy pool simmer for 15 to 20 minutes until the tomatoes break down and thicken into a nice sauce. Doing a little mixy mix frequently to prevent the bottom from burning and to speed up the process. Oh yeah, and keep in mind, don't wear white like me, cause at the end of all this, you're gonna look like a Heinz ketchup bottle. Since eggs are the star of the show, I decided to splurge a little. Are these the free-run brown eggs that are double the cost of white eggs? Yes, they are. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself. These eggs are begging for a little spa day, so I guess we'll just give them one. Make a few wells in this sauce and slide them in one by one. Nothing screams soothing like bathing in a spicy and tangy jacuzzi. Shakshuka is normally served with poached eggs that are still runny, but if you aren't a fan of that, then you could just scramble them in a different pan and toss them in at the end. I'm just kidding, please don't do that. While we're at it, this is my impersonation of the egg simmering in the sauce. Glug, 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 glug. Thank you. You could cover the pan to speed up the process, but I don't find it necessary as the sauce will continue to evaporate into a thicker gravy texture while the eggs cook. So it's a win-win situation. Remove from heat, and I like to garnish this bad boy with some fresh Parmigiano Reggiano. And oh yeah, time to show off my new cool basil plant. I went to my local grocery store and I fell in love with Gertrude. We just met eye to eye and she was only $1.99, so I couldn't resist. And now LookCatchu's Kitchen has unlimited basil for as long as I can keep Gertrude alive. Place a few sprigs of fresh basil for a pop of green and pair it with some crusty bread. The only time being crusty is allowed. I found some roasted garlic crusty bread. Doesn't that sound delicious? And I couldn't help myself, so I had a few slices beforehand. Oopsies. Trust me, it's super yummy. Do a little dippy dip with our toasty bread, and oh man, the smell is unbearable. Now let's dig in. Alright, so this is the finished product, and I'm super excited. Ooh, look at that. Oh, so good. Look at that, gorgeous, just like you. Alright, cheers. First bites for you. Nom nom nom. This is gonna be a little messy, or a lot messy. Look at that runny egg, gorgeous basil, and that beautiful tomato sauce. Oh, oops. The flavor is immaculate. Perfect amount of spice, not too spicy. However, in my kitchen, it is a bit hot in here. I can taste a hint of that cumin, beautiful cumin flavor. A nice tanginess from the tomatoes, and since we got it whole, I can taste a little bit of the chunks here and there. That bell pepper comes through, does not disappoint. The crusty bread is just the cherry on top. Sort of tastes like a cheeseless pizza, even though we added a bit of mozzarella. I mean Parmesan, not mozzarella. The addition of the Parmesan cheese adds a bit of saltiness and a nice cheesy flavor. Not necessary, but I think it definitely elevates this dish. Alright, so this gets LookCatchu's stamp of approval. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post once a week. And I'll see you guys next time. Too hot.